Hello guys, welcome to the 168th episode of the Song Review Series. My name is Adam from Productions.com. This is also the fifth song review following the passing of Aikatsu Academy a month ago. It's so hard to imagine that a month has passed since the passing of Aikatsu Academy. We here are really going to miss this so much. Now, I'm sorry to bombard you with another version of Barefoot Renaissance, but this episode features the Elza and Rei version. Previously, we've heard Rei sing solo, and with Lily. Rei in this particular song is voiced by Fujishiro, and if you heard how beautiful her vocals are as Rei. But now, we're going to see how does it scope out with Elza's version here. And let me tell you, this version did not appear in the Aikatsu Star series. This version only appeared in the 10th anniversary of Aikatsu. Let me rephrase that. This version appeared on the 10th anniversary of Aikatsu as a standalone, but we did get a full version of that song here, which is in the Flap Top Future album, which is part of the Aikatsu 10th anniversary album here, to be honest. Which is volume 6 of the 10th anniversary album here, so. However, how will the singing come to plan? Well, we're about to find out. So, before we get into that direction, we're going to go ahead and recap the solo version of Barefoot Renaissance. So that being said, let's listen to the second half of that song, and then off we go. Then let me rephrase that. Let's listen into the second half of the solo version of Barefoot Renaissance again, and then off we go to the Elza and Rei version. So you'll be ready for some more night fun here. So let's get on with the review, shall we? And so this is how we got to this point so far. But now, we're about to find out which version, or how does Elza sing with Rei. Well, we're about to find out here. Can we have the song going up, please? Let's listen into the song and we talk about it as we go. Alright. Once again, the instrumental remains the same as the first two versions of the song we've covered. But how will the vocals come to plan here? That's something we need to ask ourselves here as we go through this song review. So let's check into the first verse and chorus of this Elza and Rei version of Barefoot Renaissance right here and right now, shall we?
命をかけて守り抜く麗しき騎の存在理由鎧を脱いで戦っても傷つけられることなどない忘却の方へ去ろうとするもの封印されるのは許さない一人はみんなのためにあるみんなが一人のために盾になれる剣にもなれる力努力をしまない素顔の時の油断しないそうだ勝負は嘘をつかないふわりシャツを胸が高鳴る裸足のルネサンス
Holy smokes, it seems like we got two knights in the house here, folks. Wow. With Elza joining in, I know Rei really enjoys hanging out with Elza, calling her her master. But let me put it into other perspective here. And I caught the Star series, Rei does anything well. And you can see here, they even get to sing the song together. That's just really special to them. However, I'm curious as to why this didn't appear in the anime. We'll talk more about that as we go. Second verse and chorus right now.
この世界を全て触りたい一人密かにさまよいながら今私に物を答え見つけ出した大戦顔を高く上げよう恐れるものなど何もないさ頬まだの色が染める前へ進もう一歩踏み出すあなたと共に自分の夢の意味がわからないままでは大事な人の夢を守れはしないとそう気づいた
I spot a difference here, folks. I spot a difference. Just like the OG version of the song, it appears that Rei sings part of the bridge, and then Elza does. Where Lily was just like the second part of the bridge. Interesting here. It seems like this organ here is going to some very interesting direction here right by now. Let's listen into the last bit of the song before we just shout some more thoughts, shall we?
今私に戻った答え見つけ出した凱旋顔を高く上げよう恐れるべきものなんか何もないさ頬バラの色が染める前へ進もう一歩踏み出す裸足のルネサンス
Wow, such beautiful performances, but two beautiful knights here. I can understand why Rei really adores Elza. In episode 80, when the song first debuted, also was surprised by that performance. Wow. Which, as I look through the images closely, this song actually made Rei get her star wings. I know this is the only song she sang, but this is the one that made her got her star wings here. As it proclaimed it. But wow. Which is actually a vow, precisely. Which this song alone also had made get the sundress. I can understand why this song may be powerful. But truly, the singing is spot on here. But now, enough of me talking for a second. Let's listen to the second half of the song again. Then we'll come back to give you guys our final thoughts of the song. Shall we? 惜しまない一人密かにさまよいながら今私に戻った答え見つけ出した凱旋顔を高く上げよう恐れるべきものなんか何もないさ頬バラの色が染める前へ進もう一歩踏み出す裸足のルネサン Wow. I can see that both knights really know how to sing so well here. Wow. 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 Looking at the lyrics itself, it's all about protection here. We've heard that across all three versions. But wow, I can tell that this goes a long way here. But I would have loved to see that Rei and Elza version stop by the cuts stars anime. Hopefully in the near future here, should it come back here. But wow, talk about such beautiful voices in the song. And so, I made roll this matter. The song receives a perfect 100 out of 10. The song receives a perfect 100. And I can't even talk today. The song receives a perfect 100 out of 10. want to say thank you so much to Fujishiro and Risa Aizawa for this beautiful duet. Truly, you both did such an excellent job singing it. It was our 2 nights. Rei and once again, fun for the song of the program 100. I'd like to say thank you so much to Fujishiro and Risa Aizawa for this beautiful duet. You both did such an excellent job singing. Such beautiful. We'll do it. So truly, thank you both so much. And with that, we've come to the end of the Barefoot Renaissance songs here, but there's still plenty more songs here in Daikatsu Realm because we got a lot to cover still yet. But now I want to ask you guys, which version of Barefoot Renaissance do you guys like the best? Is it the main OG version, which was Rei and Lily? Is it the solo version, which we heard on the previous episode? Or is it this one, the Rei and Elza version? Let us know in the comments. With that, thank you so much to all of you guys for joining us on this video. If you have liked what you saw, make sure to subscribe, sing it, as always, don't forget to turn on bell. So now we're going to thank you for watching. Do come back again next time. We're going into the follow-up of Message of a Rainbow with Yumi and Kuhara singing So Beautiful Story together. This serves as the follow-up to Message of a Rainbow. That version didn't appear in the Katsu Stars anime either. It was also as part of the 10th anniversary album, Cloud Top Future, so you get to hear how the song goes in a different direction, like the likes of Message of a Rainbow. So come back next episode to find out more about that. For now, we'll leave you with the second half of the Rei and Elza version to close out this video, followed by a dedication card, as we are still paying tribute to Daikatsu Academy following its passing over a month ago. That dedication credit will have the last bits of the unpaired version of the Shining Line, like always. That's always saying thank you so much to the entire cast and crew of Daikatsu Academy for an incredible run. Well, we'll see you next time in another episode of Song Reviews. Alright, take care, honeys. Have a nice day.
強くあるため守ったのは感情の動きを消すことだった燃え上がる情熱ためらわないでいいこの世界を全て触りたい密かにさまよいながら今私に物を答え見つけ出した大線顔を高く上げよう恐れるものなど何もないさ頬まだの色が染める前へ進もう一歩踏み出すあなたと共に自分の夢のわからないままでは大事な人の夢を守れはしないとそう気づいた日々はみんなのためにあるみんなは一人のために盾になれる剣にもなれる力を努力を惜しまない広い密かにさまよいながら今私